like spiritual power is really gonna sustain us. And that's really what it is. You know, and if we don't have that, that's not that. That's why the men, the first men, have never made more precious than fine gold. You see? Because you might give a woman, you say, hey, listen, I'm gonna give you $3 million in gold, or you could do one of these men here. Which one do you want? She gonna be like, what kind of person is this? Give me the man. I'm going with you. She might not even give her an answer. She gonna go have the man right there. Regardless if the man has 7 or 8 other women standing right there getting ready to be with him, she's gonna be the first one right there. Why? Because she sees the value in that man is way more important than that $3 million in gold. $3 million in gold, you can go in that shit. Our response to drag into your house. She know you know, some nigga gonna come in and beat your ass and take that shit from you. But if you with that man, you know you good. Yeah, when it comes to people's lives on the line, they don't give a damn. Watch their movie Titanic. Which one of those people did you see? Oh, there's somebody already on that boat. I don't want to go on that boat. I want one boat just for me. He got that dude who freaking pushed on the women and children out the way to get on the women and children's boat. You know? And you try to say this like, and then this is when it comes to life saving events. Look, people try to catch the bus and try to work. They will squeeze their ass on there. You have parents wrong you and shit, you know, to get on that bus. So how much more for saving their life? They think we're trying to that's gonna go out their lungs.
Nah, I probably what you going on that great.
So, back in Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
And you got to think about this product of Babylon. Because out of all of the atrocities that tried to be done, right, starting with the inception of how America was established, came up with the blood of the Israelites that stole the land from the natives, from the northern kingdom, and then you know treaties, you made backhanded deals that you broke, right, and then you brought the southern kingdom, treated, had no people from all over the young. And then on top of that, then from there you just established a new empire based off the lies, deception, okay, usury. So all these things happen to America, and America has yet to be hit. It's never actually been any type of real type of war, any real type of language. So the Lord said, like, this is the time of Babylon's people. And that is why I believe in the second language, the 6th chapter, the 1st chapter of the beginning, where the Lord said that he deals with us differently than he deals with us. Right? Because with us, we go off the field and chastise him. And it doesn't feel like a mercy, but that's actually a merciful thing that the Lord does when he chastises us immediately. Because if he held it, if he was long suffering, right, and meaning that if he just let our tab build up, eventually, as it says in the book of Nahum, he will not have all the wicked. So eventually, he will have to do judgment. The Lord says that he loves justice and he loves judgment. So in America, Babylon is great. It's done. It's just all. They have done all of this wickedness. It started with Israel, but then when you go to the whole, world, right? That's why all of these other nations are now trying to move away from doing dealings with Babylon, because they see that the way to go in business is not beneficial, right? It's not beneficial for them. That's why everybody's trying to dollarize, right? They're trying to move away from doing things the American way, right? We're talking about a multi-polarization of the world, world order that is not headed by America. All that is leading up to this time when the Lord said that the Lord is already starting to do it. Why do you think the economy is at it's shaky right now? It's false. Everybody is seeing that, we're not living in a time where everybody is worried about the way the economy is. Everybody from the top, from the upper side of the people, down to the lower side of the people, they all feel it. They all got problems. They all see that, we got to fix this, take some But ultimately, when it comes to the wars, touch, the Lord said he reserved that time for the time that we're in right now, because once the Lord allows us to get touched, it's not going to just be like one nation. It's going to be a complete utter destruction. And then no country. You got cities like there's no country in the earth that's ever been completely desolate, and never to be happiness. That is exclusively reserved for Babylon the Great, which is America. Second Maccabees 6:13. For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time. That's a great goodness. I mean, wicked doers are not suffered a great long time. Right? But forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they become to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us. Yeah. That's why in Revelation 18 chapter, it says what? That it says that to heaven. Even in Jeremiah 54 chapter, it says the same thing. You know? Meaning, second Ezra 15 chapter, yep, the hopeful works are fulfilled. This is the time that we're living in right now, where the Lord said, what? Touching their evil works. I'm not going to hold my tongue on that. And how does he show that? By sending the prophets out. Because before the prophets came on the scene, there was nobody out here talking about America's not utterly destroyed. No Christianity doctrine, no Islam doctrine. Even Malcolm X, he wasn't talking about America being destroyed. Right? None of these movements and doctrines, so-called black movements, talk about Babylon being destroyed. They always talk about coming up and trying to establish themselves in America. And they're trying to take the prophets. Cross of what? It's not to the apostles came out and try to bring the Lord, right? Starting with the individuals on down, that the message was America is going to be utterly destroyed. Repent, turn back to the Lord, and switch out to the day. Lest that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us. And therefore he never withdraws his mercy from us. And though he punished with adversity, yet doth he never forsake his people. And we're living proof. When you think about the, like I said, when they made Jerusalem, they basically try to say now, what the doctor say that there's no such thing as raising a person because he's so genocide. So there's a mixture of Spaniards, natives, and whites. So there's no actual lineage, right? There's no seed line of Arawak but they say that because of how Esau came, I think they said what? Columbus, he didn't let forth down his sword for an hour. So how he came was like, he was trying to just slaughter everybody. But the Lord wasn't going to do away with it. And that's why you got brothers that are up in the northern kingdom that are still alive and well, and in the truth today. You got camps all throughout the South Central and South America. And then you also got those natives that have never even been, what they call them, indigenous tribes, that never even been in contact with Esau. Right? So the Lord says, right there, that he never let his mercy go. Even in us coming into the transatlantic slave trade, the fact that the Lord has utterly destroyed, right? Malachi the 3rd chapter, it says what? The Lord, the sons of Jacob not consumed. That right there shows the Lord's mercy. Because Esau, he really wanted to try to, let's just say he didn't want to. If he really tried to, and if the Lord wasn't there, he would have taken out all of the whole nation of Israel. But the Lord wouldn't allow Esau to do that based off of Jeremiah 31st chapter. You see? So that was a mercy that, even though we went through a mercy of slavery, we went through being put in the worst captivity, the Lord still showing us mercy, especially in these times right now, because we have the truth. We will limit ourselves in the land of our captivity. And that right there is a scary statement of them. Because they thought that, you can't get rid of them all. But at least we can get rid of your connection to the Father. We can have it forget who we were. That doesn't cut off Israel from being in there. You see? But hey, that's why we have to try to we didn't say it's finished. I don't have to connect. I can sit down. I'm not high priest in heaven. I can sit down on the Spirit at the time. and you can't cultivate, and you're not going to be able to, change it, and you're not going to be able to change the way we think. Our conscience is sick of righteousness, but this is the truth. Because the Lord left the remnant in Jacob.
You know, the Lord actually speaks about this one. They say that all the time, they make all men mingle. But what do you help Shisa? He said, let the weak pull the tails. The angels are going to do the separation. So, regardless of what you do, the elect are still going to be seen regardless. They can be scattered all throughout the world. The elect is still, there's nothing you can do to the elect. Right? That's why you're going to have to resort to deceptive measures, because physically you can't do nothing to them. So you're going to have to try to deceive them. Right? That's why Yahushua said, if it were possible, you shall deceive the very elect, but you're not going to be able to. All right? So it's a done deal. Like you said, the Lord said what? It is finished. It's game over. You know?
So back to Jeremiah chapter 51, continuing in verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. That's what you see going on right now. All these nations basically take the news. Pretty much losing. If you start to notice, not only are a lot of these very heavily oriental countries becoming more westernized, and a lot of them starting with the women too, you know, because they're looking at the influence of what's going on here in America. Some of them bring their children over here, the children start picking up on these things, and then they become different, right? They start stepping out of the bounds of what they've been trained up to go in. They start dressing differently, they've been Americanized, then they start changing their values. You have a lot of them now where something they're very strict on, for example, is like staying within, keeping their culture within. You know, but now a lot of them are going out and out here. And that's all because of the influence of this place. Now, yeah, they worship their different gods and so on, but there's still a different level of culture. Like things about modesty, right? Not being permissible, these kinds of things they have within their culture. Now, see, one example is respect. This guy, I Show Steve, went over there to India or something like that. You know, and he's apparently got an Indian girlfriend or some shit. And he used to tell her that his stream, the chat says that they should kiss. And she's like, you know, these stories my father first.
I believe it was Thailand, no?
No, that's different.
Oh, different?
So, but that's an example too. But anyway, he calls her boss. And I'm like, what the fuck? He calls her boss. I'm like, yo, wow, you know what I'm saying? I got you going in here right now. You know, I'm just trying to see if I can get a kiss.
The weekend, the whole month.
Where in the world do you get off even talking to some woman's father like that? And then the dude's probably go, oh, I Show Speed, oh, we're big fans, Oh, I said, oh, yeah, you guys are done. You know, you guys are done. Like, the fact that he didn't even see that as disrespect, he's looking at this guy over here trying to talk about the whole ceremony and shit. I said, yeah, he's done. So they've taken that influence from here, because this guy just does a lot of dumbass shit to go viral. And they've taken that and they've pushed it around to places that used to be conservative, but now they've relaxed all of that and they've become more like this place. You know, like it, because America is mad. All right, the things they do here are actually mad. Not mad as in angry, so mad as in insane. A normal person wouldn't do the things that people here in America do. So when these other nations start doing the things that Americans are doing, they become mad, like as if they're drunk. Yeah.
That's why America has the most sick people. Sick mentally and very physically. You know, the extent of American diet is sad. So do a whole lot of fucking patients in the hospital. Companies make billions of dollars a year off of sick ass people, man. And how do they get sick? Because the damn same people who are passing these folks off the run are the same ones who are regulating them. The same thing will be FDA, right? He will leave the FDA, and then a few years later we get a gig with one of these big time pharmaceutical companies. So the FDA is passing food that causes cancer, and then the same motherfucker who's supposed to say, oh shit, well, let's try this so you guys don't get this and that. Oh well, let's go jump on the board on those who make the disease the cancer cure or the cancer treatment. You see what I'm saying? It's like a funny little game when you got the American people in the middle of it. You know? But like you were saying, going back to America's bad influence, right? That's what you see right now. That's what you read in the scriptures. You mentioned Jeremiah 51. Let's get that in Revelation 18. In verse 3, it says, all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Right? So the late, right, the consumers, that's why a lot of these so-called elites, they don't refer to Americans as people, they refer to them as consumers. We can do this and bring it to the consumers. Right? That's all you are. You're just consumers, man. And that's why you live as a useless eater. Right? Because in this new economy, this new green so-called green economy, you're going to convert 90% of the global population to fit in whatever mold that they're trying to control. You see? So there's going to be a lot of shit that's coming very soon from this year all the way to next year, 2025, man. You know? And if you have eyes to see, you know that, oh shit, things are about to get real crazy very soon, man. The times that we've been talking about, all those destructive times, it's coming, man. You know, it's coming. 2020 was just a glimpse. That was a pre-trial. You know what I'm saying? That was just a mental test. Now you about to go through the physical, the mental, and spiritual test, man. You know, through the hour of temptation and all that. And that's what's coming. See?
So back in Jeremiah 51, verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take long for her pain? If so be she may be healed. So right there, you notice it says she is suddenly fallen and destroyed. So this fall is a new life destruction. This is a terminal illness, you know, that you just found out about. Okay? So when that shit, you know, when they, because you know, somebody could be walking around and they're like, I've been feeling this pain, but they ignore it. You know, it's fine. And then suddenly, when it flares up, they end up in the emergency room. And that emergency room leads to them actually dying. And that's what the Lord is going to do to this place. So right now, we in that terminal illness, but people are trying to ignore it. And just keep on going on, living life with it. And suddenly, 1 Thessalonians 5:3, when the Lord says it's go time, and that shit flares, these people are going to be moved away. They're going to find themselves in the ER. That's Jacob's trouble. They're coming out of Jacob's trouble, they're going to be
it seems like it's narrative because we can see so far off that it's like, when is it going to happen? But for the majority of people, it's going, they're not there like I said in our first Thessalonians. They're children of the dark, children of the light. They're sleeping. So they can't see what's actually happening in the daytime because they're in a deep slumber, sleep. So when it actually does come to a point where it's like everybody sees it, for us it'll be like finally it's happening, but for everybody else it'll be like, what the hell just happened? And that's going to be a two separate type of vibration, type of spiritual we're dealing with. Because for us, we're now in the mode, we're going to be in the mode like, okay, what is the Lord going to do for us? And how is it going to to deliver us during this time? People are going to be like, how am I going to be delivered during this time? Like, where can I go for deliverance? There's no way for me to go. Everywhere you go, and Amos, there's going to be a bigger problem. But for the ones that are escaped from waiting, the ones that have all kinds of wrong life, we're not really going to be how we're going to do it. You're not working. Wisdom of Solomon 18:8. For wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us, whom thou hast called. Yeah, so land back on Saquon's point. You know, the same thing. This is talking about ancient Egypt. So the same thing that was a terror to the Egyptians was a blessing unto us. The same way the Lord is going to bring plagues upon this place. And this is wickedness last stand. So you know the plagues are going to be, that was a small portion of the land of Egypt at the time, Israel. Now we're talking about a whole continent being plagued at the same time. And there's going to be a select few men out of a nation of hundreds of millions that you're going to see none of that is affected. So that's why the scripture says it, then will be no more of my children. So this is why we embrace the time of Jacob's trouble. Like, it's exciting. It's like we get to the climax of the movie, like we know that the hero's going to win, but how is he going to win? You know, every time
time you go to the movie, you know, yeah, well, Spider-Man's gonna win somehow, or you know, whoever it is, the Avengers, they're gonna come out on top. But you're still gonna see it because it's still exciting. You're like, how is it gonna play out? Oh shit, you pulled out this power. Oh yeah, that shit. Damn. Like when Captain America grabbed Thor's hammer, it's like, oh shit. So different things that you don't know is possible. Hey, see this brother, you got lightning. You know, bolts at people, whatever it is. You know, an angel came, a little brother with a chariot. You know, a brother came in, you see a chariot, drop the brother off. They still have that too, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, their powers kicked in right when they needed it. You know?
And that's how the Lord does.
You know, with superpowers, with spiritual powers, or with, you know, divine intervention. You know, there was a precept I think before, where the second Maccabees chapter 15, verse 22, it says, therefore it is greater to say after this manner, O Lord, thou didst slay thy angel, son of Zion, king of Judah, and didst slay the host of Sennacherib, 184 and 85,000, like 184 and 5,000, wherefore now also, O Lord of heaven, send a good angel for us for a fear and dread unto them, and through the might of thy arm, let those be stricken with terror that come against thy holy people to blaspheme the dust. So that's why we have to be created 4 times to purify the learning. That what we know the Lord went through his words back then, but we know that the times that we're in now is really going to be even more, you know, of the Lord's divine intervention to deliver us from these things. So all of a so we have the expectation that, yeah, we're coming into some troublous times, but it doesn't stop. In certain times, because the Lord wants to deliver us out of these troublous times. How is he going to do that? That tight situation where you feel like your back is against the wall, that's when the Lord is going to make that miracle happen. It's like with the 3 holy children, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They hadn't gone to the Father. And they said, listen, we know the Lord has the power to deliver us. And even if he don't, he's still not going to deliver us. So, hey, you got to we ain't afraid of him because we fear the Lord. He put the spirit of us, the spirit on us, and we're not worried about it. You're talking to people about thermonuclear destruction. That's terrifying, man. Nuclear winter? Bro, nuclear winter, bro. It's not just a missile drop. You're talking about this is a world-ending event, potentially. But the Lord is going to have the world endure. And the seed of man endure, or the seed of the righteous endure. You know, and even the other nations, but they're going to be in shambles. So when we come down, and please save us, help us, because they're going to be through, and then they're going to see, and that's why the Lord's mountain, Micah 4:1, when the mountain of the Lord is set up, there's a reason those nations are going to come flocking to us. They're going to be fucked up. The ones that barely escape, and you're going to have certain other tribes and people that's in the, like indigenous people, like in the Amazon, different parts of the world, that's like really hasn't been touched by this society. They're going to see and they're going to be like, wow, these are gods, and we're going to explain to them that no, how about Shem Yahweh Shai, the true power, and he gave us power. That's who you have to serve before.
sometimes they will come with all these nations, they're going to be willing to serve the Israelites, but they're going to be like, yo, you guys are righteous. You know, you guys actually are righteous judges. You're not going to get us if you don't go on. You know, you guys allow us to live and do what we got to do in righteousness to follow them and shit. We can follow the your laws and look, it's improving our lives compared to Esau, right? We got mad drinking off of this goddamn philosophies and shit. Got us all messed up over here, you know? Motherfuckers getting diseases, all kinds of diseases. Like, you see why fucking America, the other countries getting cancer, this and that and that. You know? Households are being destroyed. We got women taking their husbands for it. You don't shit ain't even that. That's what they're talking about independent. You're supposed to be under subject to your man. Don't let them got lawyers to your man. They got nothing. Remember, these people over there got shit. And the only thing that right now is a regular job. Right? Or they people should sit there and stuff. But to be a good man, in order and righteousness, Lord, they ain't got that, man. And no man in that kind of mindset will be able to live like that anyway. That's why the apostles always say it, hey, stay away from these black people. And they don't say like, oh, you guys hate black people. No, you're not just out of order, man. All right? Man, we're peace. We don't want that desperation. We're focused on the prophecies. We're focused on the relation that's happening. All right? Not the made up thing. That's like you sit there, you need to give me a peace with a man. She says, no, I'm bored. Bitch, what you mean you bored, man? You go to work, you work your ass off, you make all this money, you come back home to take care of the house. You're supposed to sit there and say, I'm bored. All I'm asking you is to sit home and take care of the goddamn house, man. Are you bored? You can't do that?
Tabulating this shit, right?
Taxes mad crazy. Like, wait, if you do the calculations, it could about 2 something. When everything taxes 3 something, you see they're like, oh, I got 40s, make it 2. Take it. Yeah, I just take everything.
I went up in there and I was like, forgot about COVID. They said they're going to be closed in October 17th, I think, right? Like, officially. So, man, it's already like going dry, except for certain brands. And I remember when Acme closed, there was like certain brands still would never go down their prices for whatever reason. But it basically, like, I thought about the aisle, the storehouse being empty, like we're completely empty. The deli part was just nothing but a bunch of bullshit cheese and some bullshit turkey. And I was like, man, they really cleaned it dry. And it's like, I was thinking about like the famine, how where like Esau had, there'd be a famine per se, but not really a famine, but really just the amount of stores it's going to be. It's going to be like, yeah, scarcity and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But they always going to put the shit out there, but like, they're going to make it, and then they're going to ultimately be MOTB to purchase it. Because that's where we go.
And then they come out with what we call it the butcher. It's a brand, so it's not actually real products. So, you know, they got all these different brands, you know, you got the Word, Amazon, all that. But they like, you know, instead of actually real products, we're doing some job work. And that's a lot of people like, well, it's cheaper, you know, let me get my lunch bar, get my protein. And that's what they have. Some lab grown meats and bug burgers. That's where you got pasta tomatoes. Once you got pasta tomatoes, like some shit. You got eating like but that goes to show you how people only care about the carnal. That's it. That's it. If you can appease, especially in that, if you can appease the carnal, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. And that's why so many people do that MOTV.
What's up, brothers?
I was with my coworker. I got a coworker. He was telling me, he said, he's from Lincoln. And he was telling me, he said, yo, man, this country is fucked up, man. You know, like, see that? You know, sometimes you come to the months and you get more information from other people. So I'm like, what you mean? He's like, man, look, I tried to do a job. He said, this country is the only place that makes you you tell the truth and you don't get nowhere, but if you lie, you get places, man. He said, man, they asked me, they said, oh, you got to tell the truth and all that. I went and told the truth, and guess what? I didn't get the job. And then I reapplied 2 weeks later, and I told a whole bunch of lies. Everything they asked me, I said the opposite. She hired me.
Oh, so.
Yeah. So he said when you went there, you told the lady at the table, he said, you know what's crazy, man? It's fucked up what you guys do, man. And she's like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, man, I applied to this job a couple of weeks ago, and I told the truth, and I didn't get the job. But then I applied again, and I told all lies, and you guys hired me. They said, yeah, I'm like, he's like, yeah, I told that bitch about that shit. I said, yeah. He said, I told her, man, I said, 4 o'clock, man, you up there. You know, he said, she was there like, wait, what? She was back with you. But he was like, I spoke to you last time before, man. And I'm asking you this question, he said, oh, nah, you don't qualify. And then when I lied, nah, all of a sudden I qualify. So he said, man, it's a bullshit country, man. He said, that's what makes me believe that all these leaders, they be lying. Because you might go get there if you don't lie for the game, okay? If you tell the truth, you're not going to make it. And I said, yeah, that's what the country is.
Verse 9, Jeremiah 51:9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Oh, and that makes sense why they keep talking about that. Now the whole campaign is making the country better, healing the country. Kamala saying her version of it, Trump is saying his version of it, but it's all the attempt to heal this place again. Because everybody knows this place is ill.
It says here, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky.
So eventually it's to the point now where people are starting to say, that's where he has the whole like BRICS, for example, right? They're like, yo, we used to deal with Babylon, and we were still trying to, hang on there just to try and see if we could fix things again. But now everybody gotta go because this shit is going down. The Titanic is sinking. What you think the captain's gonna still be trying to steer the ship? She done already crashed. He's jumping off himself. Yeah, mostly, but I mean, shit, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So that's what these other nations are looking like Saudi Arabia, for example. They're like, look, fuck that petrodollar, bro. We're gonna be jumping onto BRICS. Because BRICS is getting bigger and bigger, and the US and the West and their allies are getting smaller and smaller, and then they're attaching themselves to Africa to make the shit. So now, like I said, they're forsaken, everybody's gone. And
And all those dollars circulating are going to come right back in here. And guess who's going to be stuck here? Jake. You know?
Hey, Trump, a lot of countries like India, Pakistan, they're moving away from these jobs. That's why that is to go to our own land, right? And Trump was saying this is country, so we don't put 100% tariff on a country that's not using their dollar. And I'm like, how do you think that's going to play out? Because really, these countries are showing you like, we really don't need to really fuck with America anymore. Like, yeah, we got rich off of it, but that's why I said over that in the first chapter, they that ate that bread had a little food in it. They already got to the point where they needed to build up their economy. That's why they're called developing nations. And the simple fact, the reason why they're even developing nations, they that made a continuous struggle with them. They used to rule the nations in anger. It wasn't angry as in the sense of attitude, but their policies were not nice. You know, they weren't helpful, beneficial to anybody else except you. So now these countries are like, you know what, we don't build up ourselves, we got our own militaries, because that was the reason why so now they got their military, their arsenal, and now they say, you know what, we in the East, let's use our own military. Let's come up the Swift, we make our own. They're also going they're moving toward that as well. Babylon said, you know what, they're moving away from God, and you know they're trying to get rich. We have to do that too. Because we're going to bring it out quicker. So something's going to happen to them. They're going to bring up the police, they're going to bring up the system while they still have that authority to where they can push it on the whole books before they finally lose all type of power on terror.
If it wasn't for me, that bitch wouldn't be.
All these, a lot of these EU nations are coming up against America. You can hear the talk. I believe Turkey put in a request to be part of BRICS.
Yep.
I'm like, oh shit, that's a NATO country. You know? So there's a lot of countries out there. Like Israel joins in. We go
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Belgium was saying that. They were like, look, we're going to stop dealing with you. And Germany too. We're going to stop dealing with you because you keep fucking everybody over with these Israel people, man. Leave them niggas out of this shit. Look what they do. Everything they doing is wrong. Everybody sees it, but you still support them. What the fuck is wrong with you? They got us all fucked up. And so you see that tension. You know, hey, since what the least of the talks are going about, that's what you see now. You know, and remember, America always had this agenda to take over those, 7 nations in 5 years or so, right? And now they're against Lebanon. So very soon, I wouldn't be surprised if they start going against Syria again. Okay? We'll see, man.
Revelation 17 and 16, and the 10 horns. 10 horns, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the Lord, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. It reminded me what you said, because you see how Turkey is a NATO country, they want to join BRICS, and they've always kind of like told the line, especially when looking where they're at geographically. But those other NATO nations, they're like, damn, like we can't get a piece of that pie. Nah, you got to stick with Babylon, that boy that you move out with. Man, we don't really fuck with that way like that. That's what they're going to start thinking. That's what they're going to start thinking. So now you see that prophecy starting to culminate where all those EU nations can be like, man, fuck America, bro. We need to get with this with the rest of the world. Because the rest of the world is about to leave this place behind. That's why you mentioned Trump and Musk about to come out with the U.S. Bitcoin. You know, or the U.S. cryptocurrency.
And they're going to press everybody here because they know that it's the time. And I believe the Lord is going to bring trouble.
Check this good.
Currency is currency, right? But the fact that they're moving, making it digital, is really where it's at. Because whether it's digital download or digital program or digital form or digital, movie or whatever the case is, even today you can have these different digital currencies via your phone. Eventually they're going to have it via the internet that's inside of it. So really the MOTB is agnostic. It's a currency agnostic. It doesn't matter what currency you're using. What matters is the fact that it's built on a digital platform or a digital infrastructure. Alright? And that's what they're going to do. So whether it's Bitcoin or whatever it is, everybody needs to have a wallet. Because if you don't have a wallet, you can't put currency in it. Today, if you have cash, you put it in your pocket. You put it in your bank account. Right? But there are certain areas that if you don't have, you want to sign up for the job and you don't have a bank account, they can't hire you because how are they going to pay you if it's by direct deposit?
By
So
yourself.
you need a wallet for the money to come into. And eventually that wallet is going to have to be, connected to you.
There you go. It's there. You got the wallet. Right? They advertise the CD being a digital currency that you can use. To make the thing that's involved. The maker of it actually says it. That this is what he uses to make this payment. So it's already there. We're just waiting for it to become mandatory. You know what I'm saying? The technology is there. You got Sweden using it, right? This country, this state, they had back in 2016 or 17, the government always got more business, right? So Wisconsin, right? So they already got the technology, like you said. We're just waiting for it to be mandatory. Where all the world governments, it becomes a thing where it's like without this, you can't buy or sell. Just that simple. And it's going to be all deception, right? And it's going to be deception. That's why they're going to stop it in the world. Because we don't break that deception. And that's what they don't want to do. They do everything in their power to put up break a lot of information given out.
Get back up in there. He's still a while out. You had the rock between 50 and 50. You had a Democrat. If she gets back up in there, now especially because it's going to be the best, it's going to be a major shit. It's going to wow. That is going to be that fulfillment of the devil coming down here. And he's going to have Elon Musk outside, all the technology aspect of it. So you can easily see the play. All right, we need to categorize everything. We get all these people documented. We need them to be a part of the system. If not, you got to get out of there. And then you got multiple classification accounts. That's going to start being more like, they might have a so-called illegal reaction too. The third one, it might be a fourth or a fifth. You don't even know what's going to happen. But if he gets back up in there, he's going to wild out. It's like, you get somebody in the lock, once they get out of it and they get you, they're going to tighten it up even more. They're going to make sure it's time to go.
Yeah, I want you want it.
Currency, I came across this article from the Daily Hodl. I think I'm pronouncing it right. It says J.P. Morgan, Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America lose. That's billion, right? That's billion, right? $5 billion and pushed to offload rotten debt as credit card delinquencies surge. Basically, it's like it's so much credit card delinquencies with those three banks, especially that they're talking about just like cutting their losses. So we read a couple of instances, yeah. So it says U.S. banks, and that's one of those things how they kill a dollar. So they're like, yo, you know what? You want to get to the system? Get to this MOTB system going. So it says U.S. banks are increasingly offloading billions of dollars in bad debt that they've officially given up on collecting. Now that's when I read that, I was like, oh shit, word. And it says according to new numbers from the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, right? It says in its new quarterly banking profile report that FDIC says U.S. banks reported $21.3 billion in net charge-offs in the second quarter of the year, due largely to credit card delinquencies and sour commercial real estate loans. So we talk about people that's getting major loans. And it says that's the highest quarterly net charge-off rate since the second quarter of 2013, 11 years ago. And it says, and 20 basis points higher than the same period last year as customers continue to battle higher interest rates and guess this, and inflation. So niggas can't afford shit no more. So basically they're inflating the dollar so much to me, yo, they're going to have to kill it. And it says the new numbers come as JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America individually disclose billions of dollars in collectively net charge-offs in quarter two. JP Morgan Chase says its net charge-offs reached $2.2 billion in quarter two, up from $1.4 billion in quarter two of last year. Wells Fargo says its net charge-off, these are the debts they get rid of. They said charge-offs surged to $1.3 billion last year, up from $764 million 1 year ago. And they talk about the numbers, and it says the FDIC says the total charge-off rate for U.S. banks is now higher than the pre-pandemic average. So we talk about pre-pandemic average. So before all that, when the image came, that's when everybody got worse in financial debt, maxing out credit cards, getting bad loans, and what the PPP loans were the ones that wasn't scamming. So where we at right now as far, and it's not gonna get no better. The hemorrhaging is gonna keep going, and it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. Till they're going, you know what, global reset. That's what Biden said in 2022. Ironically, before that Russia-Ukraine shit, or during that, a year, what you have about to be a year since the small hats and the Palestinians been going to war. In the midst of all this digital currency, all these things happening, UFOs, eclipses, signs in the heavens, earthquakes. What you think is about to happen? Yahushua about to come back. This is the thing he told the disciples. When you see these things, the end shall speak. It ain't gonna get no better. You think out of nowhere it's gonna be, you know what? These niggas gonna stop making nukes. Yo, the dollar's just gonna get better. It's like you talk to people, right? If you ask someone like, yo, if what we believe is not true, have you proven what you believe is true? Because what we've said, what the prophets have said through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Hashai is coming to pass. And you're seeing it, which means what? You're denying truth even though you see it. That's like saying, look, yo, that's a silver Chevrolet or whatever it's called, gray Chevrolet right in front of us. Nah, I don't see no Chevrolet. That's exactly what it is when it comes to the prophet. That's how you know the Lord said he blinded people. He don't want everybody to see, but you will see Yahushua when he cracked that sky. And all these niggas, you got the Russian military in Alaska right now. You had the U.S. military go there with rocket launchers. We think they're just going to do something to say, let's chill. No, it's going to get worse and worse. So you know what? We got to get nuclear ready. They said Russia lost 70,000 troops since 2022. Just to the Ukrainian conflict alone. 40,000 Palestinians and counting have been killed in just a year. Where you think the third world coming quickly? More countries are getting involved. Turkey, the brothers mentioned Turkey being part of the BRICS. That's not cool. When this election, once this election comes and it's over, you gonna see shit really speed up, man. I feel so. But no, that's it. This dollar about to get up.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, just like you bring out Jeremiah 51. This is all signaling the end of America, right? Just like brothers mentioned as well. Isaiah 47 and verse 1, it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground."
And so the dust, you come to a low place, a low position, on virgin daughter of Babylon, right? Because, typically, you got a virgin daughter, she was in the dust, man. As it says, when virgin daughter of Babylon, it's got America, straight to America, right? Right?
That's why Trump said they're going to read it. They now put their mind one time it was great. Now it no longer is great, so now they want to make it great again. Again, we brought down to the ground. Right? It says, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yep.
Isaiah 47 continuing, it says, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
And you're not going to be called to that, which now in America, this is how people see it. Because at one point, this place was looked at as where you can come and achieve the American dream.
not just as a world superpower, but economically. So it sold that dream. And now the same country has become a third world country, a big ass third world country. It's like the ultimate third world country, where it's bringing in literally everybody from bigger third world countries in here to make a super third world. You know, you got crime going left and right, and now it's crazy because even in like some of these other developing countries, when crime goes on, yeah, it's frequent, but something it's like there's still some degree of an attempt to try and quell this crime. Here it's literally open season like a purge. You know, where they try, look, come up in here, do what you trying to do, and we're gonna let you go off bail for free. You know, and that's why now you're not looking at this place as tender and delicate because the equivalent of a tender and delicate woman in a personified form of a country would be a country that's doing good, a country that's top, a country that you come in, there's benefits, opportunities, everybody wants a piece of it, right? It's not touched, it's not tainted, but this place is going to get tainted. That's the fact. People before the lens.
So continue in verse 2, it says, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy lots, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
So that's the sign of captivity, right? Passing over the rivers, being taken captive, being brought to a low state, uncovering the locks because women when they would go out with their hair covered, as part of their clothing, they would be covered up. But here it's saying they bear the leg, and in the ancient world, the women's garments was still long down to the ankle. Okay, yeah, so that nothing would be exposed. All right, but in this case, it says, America is being exposed. Okay, it's being brought down to that lower state. Okay, and these other nations are seeing it for what it truly is. When your president is nowhere to be found, people have forgotten that the dude is still president. You're like, where the hell did he do that? He just pops up every now and then on the BG and when he's bragging how he's listening to other people and shit. Yeah. He was turned into a side celebrity now. And now they put Kamala up in there. She's like a female body. She don't know what's going on. Yeah, she works. And I think if she comes into office, man, you want to see 100% switching or 80 switching. All that posing as though she's like this, with you people, and she don't know what she's saying. It's people like that that are the most sinister people. When they get up into power,
I know that.
You're like, what the
If
fuck?
you
This bitch is
look
confident
at
as
the
fuck.
picture, I told you that.
She's on that type of time. Like in the TV show Supercell. You notice in the beginning, everybody thought that the meeting was that not even the bald guy, but the guy giving the bald guy the orders. The dude that looked like Dobby from Harry Potter and shit. Yeah. And then, come to find out, the owner who's really on top of the woman. And you notice how much more vicious she was. She was like, no, fuck that, kill this nigga, Now we're moving on to the next. So that's really, when you give women power, man, because they got that mindset of, I gotta prove something. I gotta prove that I'm colder and I'm tougher just like you. And then they go overboard with this shit.
Because of the multitude of the hoarders and the wealthy and harlots, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her hoardings and families through her witchcrafts, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. That goes into the thought. These are all these nations that are established. The other day, Jason said that America, they know that the way that they run business is enough, but they're too stuck in it. They're too far in it. They're too far in it. So now they try to deal with the repercussions of their victories. And that is the shameful spirit of the warrior. That's why nowhere in the world have you ever heard of a Jew, a country being associated with Jews. You never heard of a British Saudi Arabia Jews. know this is about great, that 12 getting hard, that stuff that's already holding up. But now, everybody is seeing the place like, this is a nightmare. You got a bunch of, visual images over there just driving, taking over some communities, right? You got old women getting punched in the face, knocked down, women, people getting robbed off of, getting their cell phone snatched out of their hands all day, like, people get raped all day, like, and on top of that, on top of all the money, right? The actual freedom having, going to college, meet your wife, get in the house, having kids, that is wrong. Nobody does that. No, people are not getting married. They say marriage is at an all-time low. Reproduction is at an all-time low. Buying houses at an all-time low. So there's no actual thing associated with America. You see? And that is what? The shame insurance. And now what is this place really about? It's really about this food. I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile, and I will set thee as a gazing stock. And that's what everybody is, and all these other nations looking at America as a gazing stock. Going to the word, it's a gazing stock. It says, look at the very sight. Go to this other definition, inspector. So America is now becoming inspector. President now is going to sleep, Joe. This is the top office in America. And everybody's making fun of it. You get news from Kamala, Biden, and Trump. You think they make the news of Kim Jong-un, of Putin, of the Prince of Saudi Arabia? They're not making it. No, they respect it. Hell no. They respect it. They have parents for the war. Go over here, they don't think. All about Jesus Christ, my brother. Jesus Christ, my brother. Right?
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, like, what are you doing right now, bro? You should look at the Mitsubishi out here, bro. That's what that's America. You know? You say, the loser. Straight loser. Ain't nobody even look at you. Next time you should be like, loser. Everybody's pointing at it. Loser. That's what we do for now on. We're just going to pour it out. Loser. Jesus Christ.
What if somebody was walking by and wanted to go Right. You would just drive off. Like, what if you said, yeah, exactly. We continue in Isaiah 47 and verse 3. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Hey, that's a threat of enterprise. You know? And that's why these devils are trying to do whatever they can to actually, A, stop the Lord from coming back. But knowing that you can't stop him, so now they're going to try to figure out a way to fight against him. But the thing is, the Lord is not coming with the weapons you have to destroy men. The Lord is not coming with men. So what are you going to actually do in order to fight him? You have no actual, the crazy part is, the Lord, the Heavenly Father, the Father Spirit, the Spirit on everybody to try to fight. Just so how it's like flex. It's like when you know you got like that type of power, and you like, hey, the first shot. Because the Lord, they trying to shoot me, you got the Lord, they're going to fight. All right, so you got it. My turn. felt was the only good team down the state.
You know what that is. Solomon. He didn't get that glory.
Anybody raised up against them. I was shocked. Still got it. You got problems with Esau. From the garden to Solomon. So when he was on the scene, you killed him. They need the estimate.
Continue verse 4, it says, as for our Redeemer, there's a book of Isaiah chapter 42, starting at verse 12. Starting at verse 12, it says, let them give glory unto the Lord Yahweh and declare his praise in the islands.
Truly, right? The Lord is above worthy to be glorified. You know, because even if the angels, which are mightier than us, are constantly, you know, throwing their crowns down and worshiping the Most High, how much more for us, right? Everything that exists here was created by the Lord.
Verse 13.
And we are just a figment of the Lord's imagination.
And that's why Job said, he took his brother. He turned us. So he goes, shit. Talking about Thanos.
Your existence proves that our God is still there. He's the one and only true living God. There's a reason why one of his titles is the living power. All these other gods are made by man. Including Esau's gods, it's all made by man. Why? You know, you make a molten image and then you worship it. It's stupid people. And even animals can do shit like that. That's why it's called the basis of men. You know, your belief, the normal thinking of Iron Man, because even these nations give reference on Heavenly Father. You know, because they understand the sanctity of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They might have their own little worshiping shit, but they never go up to as far as to say, I am God. Like, I'm going to be the Most High. I'm going to pose up for the Lord. Yeah, they know the difference of the time. But Esau, man,
Who created that? Man, right? Man is still studying. Right? Man created it. Why is man studying? Right? Man doesn't even know about themselves. Right? You know?
that's why they want to see more people so they can get to the ring and really go with the intricate parts of these cells. They ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You made that shit, you still trying to figure it out. Like, dang it.
I'm saying, the Lord killed the whole concept of idols in the Apocrypha, Jeremiah, the letter of Jeremiah killed idols, man. Everything he mentioned was like, yo, to this day, you can say that. Killed him.
So going back to Isaiah 42, continuing verse 13, it says, the Lord Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. It says, he shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
Yeah, it tells us that he is a man of war. So a man of war is definitely not one to be messed with, especially when he's the creator. Like, a regular man of war is dangerous enough. He's the creator. So imagine that. This, will I do this? Vengeance. You know, like if you listen to the kind of talk, he's not talking about making chess moves. It's more war talk. You know? What?
Continue, it says, he shall cry, yea, war. He shall prevail against his enemies. Verse 14.
He's like a giant
his break. I don't want to see that guy. But I mean, you know, you want to face off a guy like that. See where his game went all through. He was terrible today. You know?
What they call it nowadays? Kids nowadays are calling it
Oh, yeah.
See?
Verse 14, it says, I have long time holding my peace. He has long time holding his peace. Now, you may say, okay, that's what, a little over 2,000 years for us. That's about 2 days. Hey, that's just 2 days. But there's a difference because, you know, 2 days being long versus 2 days being short depends on what you're waiting for. You know? If somebody says, I'm going to give you $1 million in 2 days, in just 2 days you can make $1 million, then 2 days is not long, right? But if I'm hungry and not going to the restaurant and they say your food is going to take 2 days, that's a long time. But it's still 2 days, still 48 hours. So when the Lord says, I have long time holding my peace, because what he's waiting to do, you know, it burns within him. He's so eager to do it that 2 days feels like a long time. Anxious. He's been in this world for God the Father having to contain himself, you know, up until now.
Also, not being able to do it yet. Also makes it feel like it's one of the best way. Remember, the Lord told me to sit down on my left hand. So I didn't get so you got all the power. You got to wait for it. Your attention is in there.
So that's what I'm going to hit you when
Your son's like,
I'm about to come out.
everyone look at it. They're affecting the people. And it's not just
So imagine having to work, trying to be able to buy a dream car. You buy a dream car, you still can't drive it. You know, you can't drive for 2 days. You gotta walk everywhere you go. Knowing very well you got a fine ass car that you would rather drive. You know, I remember when we were younger, here it is, like, you got, you know, back in the morning, we didn't know much, right? But you got Christmas coming up, where your parents will buy the video game console you didn't want it, and they will put it right there, and it's right there, but because the day hasn't reached yet, you can't touch it. Tell the shit is that. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, having it and not being able to use it, you know, when what you have to go through to get to it was so much, and you finally acquired it, but you're not able to use it.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 49. Shai said, I have come to set fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? So in other words, he's come to set fire, but he can't wait. It burns inside of him. He's yearning. I wish I was already dead, man. I'm going to do it, but I wish I was already dead. I'm not dead. I wish. You know what he's saying? We're here too, right? Holding his peace, we're the same spirit. That's why he said, what? In your patience possess your souls. Right? He's doing the same thing. He's being patient, waiting for the day the Lord is going to say, it's go time. Go do what you got to do, my son. You know? And he's waiting. So we all waiting for that because we're sons of the Heavenly Father as well. You know? So going back to Isaiah 42.
Like maybe your child goes sick, right? And then you're at the hospital, but you gotta wait. You gotta wait before they get their treatment station. And you're watching them go through the sickness, and they're like calling you for help. But there's nothing you can do until it's turn to go. You know, that's like you're outside there looking at us, and we're constantly crying to him. And he's like, yo, I know I really, really want to come there and help you, but I can't do that until it's time. And I don't know when the time is going to be. That's the thing.
that's why the comfort is so important when we're back in spirit, because he's comforting us and we know that he is with us in spirit because of the Wakanda. That's the spirit of nothing. And that's why Psalm 51:11 got to go up every day. They're not going to take that Holy Spirit from us, but that's our only connection back to our shop. But he's not physically here. That's the down payment on that salvation that's coming. And that's all tied into faith and wisdom. Everything that's going to get us all the tools. The Holy Spirit has all the equipment and tools to get us to that day.
Continuing, Isaiah 42, and verse 14, it says, I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once.
And that's why this is desolation. That's why it's going to happen so fast. Because now he's only going to get a chance to avenge us and to get revenge.
Talk about those things. It's going to be a twofold situation that he's going to avenge himself and just give us the power to get business as well. That's the glory. You know, that's the joint mission. Get us good. And that's the first step. That one focus had a part to the lady. Giving all praises to
Allah Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
the next time, Shalom.
Well,